Well, Hanukkah begins at sundown on Sunday. That's when menorahs across Colorado will be lit to begin the Jewish Festival of Lights. Rabbi Mendel Sirota is joining us here today. Thanks so much for coming in today to tell us a little bit more about the holiday. I mentioned Festival of Lights. Can you tell us, we have the menorah here. Where does that come from and the symbolism of the eight candles?
Of course. So thank you very much for having me. The central observance of Hanukkah is the kindling of the menorah, which is a 9-branch candelabra that holds either oil or candles. And on the first night, one light is lit, and on every successive night, an additional light is added, so that on the 8th night, 8 candles are lit. And the idea of that, the significance of that, is that we're meant to not be complacent and add in light every night, add more. So if the good we did in the world today was good, not good enough for tomorrow, we got to add another light. The second day, not good enough. We have to double and triple our efforts and always increase in goodness and kindness and increase in adding light into the world and our communities.
So you brought some things that we also have to talk about, mostly food related here as well. Tell me about what these are and kind of the importance or symbolism of these around Hanukkah.
Sure. So that's the proverbial hot potato in the room is the potato latke. And the idea of that is the miracle of the Hanukkah story happened with oil. Of course, the Jewish people were fighting for their religious freedom in their ancient Syrian land against their ancient Syrian Greek oppressors. And so there was only one cruse of olive oil to light the menorah, and it would take 8 days to get more olive oil, and a miracle occurred, and that one cruse of oil lasted for 8 days. And so to commemorate that miracle, we eat foods that are drenched in oil, potato pancakes, and another classic Hanukkah food is the sufganiyot, which is a jelly-filled donut. Also, anything that's fried in oil. For Hanukkah, calories don't matter, so for 8 days, knock it out.
Perfect. Well, when we're talking about obviously the food and the lighting of the candles, but those are all very important traditions, but what would you say is the big takeaway that people should take away from Hanukkah, whether they observe it even or not?
That's a good question. So the emphasis of Hanukkah is the idea that light pushes away darkness. And even just a little bit of light can push away, can dispel a whole room of darkness. And so the emphasis is that every single individual has that unique ability to brighten, to lighten their surroundings, to lighten their families, their communities, society, and indeed collectively the entire world. And so when we light the menorah this Hanukkah, we should remember that we all have that individual capacity to lighten the world, to lighten our surroundings, and to bring more light into the world. And the more we do that collectively, the more darkness we can dispel.
I think a message for everyone this Hanukkah and this holiday season. Rabbi, thank you so much for coming by. And by the way, there's a big glow-in-the-dark Hanukkah on Ice celebration. It's this Sunday out at Big Bear Ice Arena in Lowry. It's $25, but it includes dinner, the menorah lighting, and more. You can learn more at WCRJcolorado.com.